You said when you don't stick with the Giants, you lose, right?
Yeah.
So are you going to pick the Giants this week?
Well, I'm picking the Giants this week, yeah. The only reason I didn't pick them was because they're playing against Aaron Rodgers. And
So you're going to pick the Giants against Ravens?
oh, no. No, not only that. No.
You got, son.
Hey, welcome back to Tuesday Reactions, the show where we react to the football games of Week 5 and see who came out on top with their picks. All right, I'm Angelo. That's Ethan, joined by Will.
Hey, everybody.
Let's jump right into it. Thursday Night Football, the best game of the week. Indianapolis Colts versus the Denver Broncos. I'm glad I missed most of this game, but I did watch the ending. Not one touchdown scored the whole game. Ethan picked Denver. Will picked Denver. I took Indy, and Indy came out on top with the field goal in overtime, and the Russell Wilson throw the ball at the goal line miss. So give Angelo a point, and we're moving on. Sunday, New York Football Giants at the Green Bay Packers in London. Green Bay was winning. Green Bay was winning at halftime, and then Saquon Barkley and the Giants defense stopped Aaron Rodgers basically the second half, and then stopped him twice in the last drive, tipping the ball at the goal line to win this game. And none of us picked the Giants. I was kicking myself, Will, because I rode the Giants all year, and then this game I didn't. And look at these guys, 4-1. They are for the big game at home in Week 6. Are the Giants for real, Will?
That's hard to say. I mean, it is impressive what they've done this far. So hard to say if they're for real or not, though.
Wink Martindale, the defensive coordinator for the Giants, was the Ravens coordinator. So that defense is playing motivated for a guy who wants to prove the Ravens wrong. And Danny Dimes was hurt in London, and Saquon, and they figured this way to use Saquon Barkley in the Wildcat, and it's been paying off. And it's I don't know. We'll see. We'll see next week how they match up with the Ravens. Next game on the list. Steelers starting their rookie quarterback, first game against the Buffalo Bills. They were who we thought they were. Okay, and they were never on the hook. 38-3, blowout. Josh Allen looked amazing. All right, all of us picked Buffalo, so everybody gets a point. There we go. Next game. Another game where we all picked the same team. Los Angeles Chargers versus the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland was playing pretty good football. The Chargers took the lead late, and then Cleveland marched down the field, had a field goal attempt. Going to be a theme today. Field goal attempt to win the game, last seconds, and they missed it. The Chargers hung on to win 30-28. We all picked the Los Angeles Chargers. Everybody gets a point in that. Awesome job. Next game on the list, the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. We were riding the Jacksonville Jaguars this week. We all thought they were for real. We thought they were a team on the up, and Houston was staying down. But it's a division game, and they always find a way to level the playing field. Houston got their first win. I didn't watch a second of this game. Will you watch any of this game?
No, I was trying to live bet this towards the end, but I never really even figured out what happened. I ended up not betting anything, so I didn't even know who won this game. Quite honestly, I forgot about this game.
I agree. I think a lot of people did. I think even
I didn't even know this game was on.
Yeah, I bet Houston was happy though, get a division win. 1-3-1. That tie's gonna matter. So we'll see if they can ride the momentum beating the Jaguars. And Jaguars probably not there yet. But we all picked them. We all picked Jacksonville this week, and nobody gets a point in that game. Okay. Next one, another close game. Look at these weird scores. This is what analytics has done to the game. These weird scores. Yeah, go for 2, go for 2, kicking field goals, not kicking field goals. 13-6. Like what in the world? And they got 22-29.
Well, I think there was a safety in this game, wasn't there?
Well, that's what Ethan just said. Yeah. Well, here they are, the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Coming into this game, the Bears were looking to steal one in Minnesota, but Minnesota, for everything that I think is wrong with Minnesota, their record, they're 4-1. So something's going right. Ethan picked Chicago. Will and I both picked Minnesota, and we get the point in that one. Minnesota. Next game on the list, we had the Detroit Lions visiting the New England Patriots. Detroit Lions scored a lot of points, Will. How many points you scored this week?
0. Did you see? I don't know if this was before the week or after this game, but the Lions Twitter feed, somebody said the Lions offense sucks. And the Lions Twitter feed responded and said we got the highest scoring offense in the league. It was great.
Wait, I told you this game was more blowing up the Steeler game.
That's funny. So yeah, New England. I mean, they didn't do nothing impressive, but their defense looks great. I mean,
Zappy, the next Tom Brady.
Did Zappy play?
I think so.
I don't even know. All I know is defense played great. They could have scored 3 points and won this game. That's what happened. Ethan picked Detroit. Will and I picked New England. We both get a point. We're rolling, Will. All right. Next on the list, the Seattle Seahawks coming into the New Orleans Saints. What a close game. Here it is. Let me see. Say something, Will, so it goes to your screen. You got to make a noise, Will.
Bailey Zappi.
Oh, my
1
goodness.
touchdown, 1 interception.
17 for 21. Oh, my goodness. There we go.
80-something yards.
There we go. 29-0, led by Zappy.
Whoa.
Zapping you. I were to say 2 weeks ago, Kenny Pickett or Zappy's going to have a better game in week 5. You would have said, who is Zappy? Man, that's funny. That's football, man. That's how it works sometimes. Seahawks, Saints. Will, I trusted you. We picked the Saints together, and they squeaked it out. There it is.
I didn't.
39-32, Saints win. Still below 500, but they're probably feeling good in New Orleans right now. Next game on the list. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know how to read this game.
It's because of
Oh, how the turns have tabled.
That's right. Yep, exactly. Miami Dolphins, 17. Jets, 40. I don't know. I feel like everybody in the sports world is like not surprised about the Jets, but I know I am, and I know we didn't. You're not. Well, we didn't pick them. Nobody picked them.
You're right.
Everybody,
I didn't pick them this week. I did pick them against the Steelers, and I was the only person to pick them against the Steelers.
You did.
And
you should have rolled
I
with them.
saw that defense stop the Ravens pretty much the first week without their starting quarterback. So
yeah,
I believe in them.
All right.
I like the head coach.
We'll see tomorrow who you believe in. But as of this week, we all picked Miami, and Miami lost big, 40-17. All right, so nobody gets
the deal with
pointed.
the quarterback in that game? Did Bridgewater get hurt?
He did, and he cleared concussions, but they just kept him out because of obvious reasons.
Because I don't even know who that quarterback was that came in, and I don't know, like, was it early on in the game? Like,
it was early enough to where like he could have came back, but they were just like, we're gonna not do that again.
Because Teddy Bridgewater probably wins that game if he doesn't get hurt, right?
40 points.
I didn't watch any of that game. So
40 points.
If
Teddy Bridgewater puts 40 points
playing,
up,
they probably don't score 40 points, right?
Moving on the list, we got this is the game right here. This is the one. Let's talk about this one. The Atlanta Falcons coming into the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I feel like they had a chance multiple times in this game. So take the lead and win this game. But the Buccaneers defense, they're one of the best in the league, and they proved it late in the game. This was going to be the one. If I won this game, I would have won this week. But I took Atlanta. They lost. Gerber and Ethan both took Tampa Bay in both points, and that's it. I mean, that was the big swing this week. Tom Brady, he ain't looking like normal Tom Brady. But they're 3-2, and they win in division games, so I think that's all that matters, right?
Who's the best team in that division?
Best team in that division, it's Tampa Bay. And that's what you said.
That's exactly what I said.
Second best team lost. Yeah, there you go. We'll see what happens when they meet again. We'll see. I'm expecting it to be a little different. Not as close, maybe. This was Atlanta's chance, and they blew it. Your fact or fiction last week was Marcus Mariota would have more passing yards than Tom Brady. That was obviously terribly wrong. Tom Brady threw almost double Mariota's passing yards. So there you go. Good job, Will. Streak of fact or friction still alive. Next game on the list. Tennessee Titans going into Landover, Maryland to play the Washington Commanders. This game was a lot closer than it should have been. You agree with that, Will?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't watch too much of it, but I did see Derrick Henry getting stuffed a lot. I don't know if that's more on Derrick Henry, if that's on the Commanders' defense, but I haven't heard a lot of Derrick Henry this year. Maybe that's why they're scuffling and buffling a little bit here, but 21-17, Tennessee gets the win. They're 3-2 in a tight AFC. Everyone picked Tennessee. Everyone gets a point. Ding, ding, ding. Moving on. Game on the list. The 49ers at the Panthers. Wow. Who would have thought the first firing of the year would have came in week 5? San Francisco 37, Carolina 15. They're 1-4, and they fired their coach. Talk about falling forward, though. I heard that on the radio today. He said falling forward. The guy's going to still get $40 million, something like that. And he's probably going to get a head coaching job in college now next year. So
I
don't
think
know.
if he gets a head coaching job in college, he doesn't make the 40 mil.
Oh, only some of it.
If it's me, I'm probably sitting on my ass.
I'll probably retire a little bit. Yeah, retire. Take it easy. Watch some Carolina highlights, or lowlights. That'd be good, man. Not bad. Not a bad game. Anyway, San Francisco's moving, man. They remind me of like a locomotive, like a train. Just their momentum is getting faster and faster. Garoppolo's looking better, and they look like the Super Bowl team. And that's 2 weeks in a row now. So watch out for the 49ers right now. Feel bad for Trey Lance. Next game. You don't feel bad for Trey Lance? No? Poor guy. Next on the list, Philadelphia Eagles, undefeated Philadelphia Eagles going to Arizona. Close game. But good teams find a way to win. And they're 5-0 now. They're undefeated. Ethan, your fact or fiction was Philly will stay undefeated. And sure enough, here they are. 5-0. Only team at 5-0 right now. First time they've done it in a long time, too.
Were both of these kickers bagging groceries at the beginning of week 1?
Probably.
I think they were.
Probably. But, hey, they did it.
The Eagles, when you go into Madden, you set your season goal. I think they set their season goal to Super Bowl.
Here you go.
So that's why they're on
This guy.
John Madden.
Next game on the list, we got the Dallas Cowboys going to L.A., play the Rams. And here we go again. Over under. Matt Stafford touchdown passes. 1. Did he throw one? How'd they get that 10? Let's look it up. Okay, take your time. Go look it up for me.
Also, Battle of the Birds. The superior bird won.
Angelo,
The superior bird did win. That's right. You picked Philly and you got it.
The superior Cooper did not win.
I don't know.
One
man.
touchdown, 1 pick.
Hey, there you go. Over under. You broke even on Matt Stafford touchdowns this week. So there you go.
When you're doing the thing where you were like,
But
Cooper Rush had 102 passing yards. That's it.
Cooper Rush?
Wow. So was it Zeke?
Zeke had 78 rushing yards. Tony Pollard had 86.
There you go. 100 yards rushing.
How did they score 22 points?
I don't know. Interception, pick 6
yards of offense.
The one interception Stafford threw, was it a pick 6?
2,000 years later.
Yeah, DeMarcus Lawrence had a touchdown.
There you go. All right. Next game on the list, Sunday Night Football.
Yes.
The Cincinnati Bengals coming to Baltimore. Division matchup for first place since the Browns lost and the Steelers lost. So this game was for first place in the AFC North. Ethan picked Cincinnati, part of a strategy. Will and I both picked Baltimore. And there we go. Justin Tucker, man. Hall of Fame career, 4 field goals. He did it. And the Ravens didn't go for it on the goal line, Will. They
I
kicked the
told
field
you.
goal, man.
I told you they wouldn't.
It just makes you think. Like if they just did the same thing against the Bills, the
Angelo,
Bills marched down, they scored, and we come back down and scored. But see, the difference is in the Bills game, we wouldn't need a touchdown. Whereas in this game, we just needed a field goal. So that's got to go into the numbers. But I don't know. Because we get 3, they get 7 as a 4-point game. So, yeah. I mean, I guess that's the only reason why they did it. I still think it was the analytic play. That's what I'm trying to say. They didn't like say, no analytics, just kick the field goal. They were like, analytically, kick the field goal here. It's the better thing to do.
Angelo,
Yeah.
Would have
You
been the
said it
better
was-
thing to do last week, too.
you said when you don't stick with the Giants, you lose, right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna pick the Giants this week?
Well, I'm picking the Giants this week, yeah. The only reason I didn't pick them was because they're playing against Aaron Rodgers. And
So you're gonna pick the Giants against Ravens?
no, not only that. No.
You got, son.
But at the same time, though, Wink Martindale defense, like that defense is going to be playing out of their minds this week. Lamar's got to be careful. The offense, the Raven offense, as good as it is, they didn't put up the big points. They had 2 wide open guys. He missed 2 wide open guys. Like Wink Martindale's going to be coming. And they're going to bring the blitz, and they're gonna play Lamar the way they know how to play Lamar, and it's gonna come down to our defense playing good against Danny Dimes and Saquon Barkley.
I'll tell you 2 people's faces I'm tired of seeing. John Harbaugh, who looks confused all the time, and Ronnie Stanley sitting on the bench. I'm tired of seeing him. How
Was he
many
on a
times
pitch
can they
count?
show Ronnie Stanley sitting on the bench?
Was you on a pitch count?
Yeah.
So that's why they were showing him. Like they wanted us to know, like, hey, he's not on the field.
Who
But I
cares?
noticed
Don't
after
show
the
me
first
his
series, I
ugly
saw he was
face
out
sitting
there.
on the bench. I don't care.
Well, I think they wanted us to see that it was the way he was looking. Like
He looked like he didn't want to be there.
exactly. I think that's what the TV cameras wanted us to see. But at the same time, I read it as he wanted to be out there, and he was angry at that. So he's like
I
on the
don't think
bench.
so. It looked like he was disinterested.
Maybe I don't know.
Look it up.
All I know is when he was out there on the field, he played great.
Hey, well, I mean, there was that one time that he just let a guy run across.
The
I
Macari
texted
coming
you
in.
immediately, and then the very next play,
Mark Andrews, man.
yeah, Mark Andrews.
And we scored right after that.
Play before that,
Stanley let a guy go right through him.
Stanley let a guy run from the left side all the way to the right side. Stanley didn't touch him and forced Lamar to throw the ball away.
Right.
Stanley,
When the Lamar missed the wide open Tylen Wallace. I don't even know who it was. Was it Prochet Wallace? I don't even know. They said that completion was like, so it should have been like a 65% or 70% completion percentage. Like, I don't know how they get that number. Like, how do they figure that kind of stuff out?
It's Amazon, baby.
Yeah, Amazon stats sheets or whatever. Yeah.
All right, let's
All right.
finish up.
Finish it up here. So the Ravens win. First place, AFC North. Justin Tucker going to the Hall of Fame. Perfect kick right down the middle. Would have been good with the crossbar. Only they said like a yard and a half wide. It would have been good. Next game, last game on the list. This game really didn't matter. As you can see on the scores up top, Will's up. So didn't really matter. We all picked the same team. But it would have been shocking at first. Las Vegas was blowing out Kansas City. Did you watch any of this game, Will?
No, I didn't.
Las Vegas started off 17-0, 17-7, whatever it was. They were playing great. Devontae Adams had a great game. Everything's going great. I kind of turned it off. I was like, oh, wow, Vegas is doing great. I turned it off. And I ignored it. If the Chiefs were going to come back, I would get an update or something, an alert. And I turned it back on like right when the game ended. And I saw it was 30-29. I was like, oh, what? And found out this morning the Raiders went for 2 earlier in the game and missed it. And there you go. There's your going for 2, coming back to bite you. Analytics, yeah. Big story out of this one, though, was...
Say it again? Chiefs went for 2 also and missed it.
Oh, so there you go. So gave it again even bigger. Big takeaway from this game, though, was Devontae Adams afterwards. I don't know if you saw this.
Pushing the cameraman?
Yeah, he was walking off the field. A cameraman for NFL Films or whatever was in front of him.
And
and
he
he
kind of
shoved him.
apologized.
He shoved him. And
Kind of apologized
yeah,
for
kind of. Yeah,
pushing him.
it didn't look like it to me. I mean, he straight up pushed him. And I didn't think Devontae Adams was that kind of guy, but I mean, you can't be doing that kind of stuff. So we'll see what happens to him. Probably
He
get a slap on
probably
the
gets
wrist and a
suspended.
couple thousand.
Fine. He'll get a
Probably get
fine.
fined. Definitely, you got to
Yeah,
get fined for
he'll
that. You can't be
suspended.
pushing.
I don't think he's going to get suspended. He'll be fine, though.
Just you don't think a suspension pushing a camera guy?
He probably should be. I don't think he will, though.
Factor friction.
Right?
Dun,
All right,
dun,
so
dun, dun,
drum roll. Here it is. The winner of Week 5 Pick'ems is Will. So there you go, Will. You did it. You won.
I'd like
So
to
you
thank
carry
God.
croquet.
Yeah,
That's
I'm a
what it was,
champion
man.
all around this weekend, man.
Once you won the croquet championship, that's it. Now it's like Pick'ems is nothing, man.
Well, I got my third place trophy from last year right behind me.
Well, there you go. Third place, and that was your motivation. You were like, don't worry about second place. We're going right to the top this year. It's awesome. That's third place. And what color is? Go ahead, say something so you can see it.
Third place trophy, 2022.
Beautiful.
No, sorry, 2021.
And then the first place trophy that's somewhere else that's being displayed.
First place trophy, they had to re-engrave it because I think it still said first annual croquet tournament, but it would have been the second one.
Oh, yeah, you can't
I
do
got
that.
the trophy to prove it.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you got right. Yeah, that would have been weird. You got third place and first place. All right. Well, there you go. Congratulations for that and for winning Pick'ems. Sounds good. Now it's time to play everyone's favorite Tuesday night game show. Fact.
Fact or friction.
He's going to get so yelled at. It's ridiculous.
Shadow band.
Screaming so loud. Fact or friction. Okay. Bears at Commanders.
Will this game be more interesting than last Thursday's game?
Will over under touchdown scored. Yeah. All right, Will, you're up first. Fact or fiction champion right now. You're definitely blowing out the fact or fictions here. Thursday night football, keep it interesting. A lot of field goals last week. So, fact or fiction, the Commanders and the Bears combined will kick less than 4 field goals.
Kick or make?
Kick and make less than 4 field goals.
So they have to make them.
They have to make them. It has to be on a scoreboard, yes.
We'll take the under in that.
Take the under. Okay.
I would say fact. They'll kick less than 4 field goals.
There you go. All right. Less than
They
4
will
field goals.
make less than 4 field goals. They
That's
will
right,
kick
make.
more. They will. I'll do a double factor friction.
They'll kick more
They
than
will
4.
Make less than 4. Kick more than 4.
Oh my gosh.
All right, there you go. I mean, at this point, if we have 2 weeks in a row of no touchdowns and field goal fests, like they got to rework Thursday.
They got to cancel Amazon.
Yeah, they just it's ridiculous at this point. Let a drone play football at that point. All right, Ethan, you're up. Fact or fiction? You're gonna stick with the Philadelphia Eagles, okay? And it's an easy one. But I'm gonna flip it around this time. I'm gonna say, fact or fiction? The Philadelphia Eagles will get their first loss this week. So the Eagles will lose this week. Fact or fiction?
Oh, I don't know. I know who they're playing too. They're playing the Cowboys, and I haven't picked against the Cowboys yet. And this might be the game that I might have to. I'm gonna say fiction.
Fiction?
Yeah.
They will win. Okay.
Yes,
So the Eagles flying high, going 6-0 next week, according to Ethan. All right. So now we all got a win under our belt now. This is getting fun. Next week, tomorrow, we're going to add a college game because the bye week starts. All right. So next week we got the hometown Penn State Nittany Lions up there going against Harbaugh brother, Michigan, in Michigan. Where's that stadium located? What's that?
Michigan
Ann Arbor.
Ann Arbor.
Okay, so Penn State going into Ann Arbor. Battle of the undefeateds. Should be a great game. Is Penn State for real? Is Michigan who we thought they were. We'll find out. Okay, so that game will be picked tomorrow too, along with the other NFL picks. Okay, sound good?
Yeah.
Those college games can definitely throw us for a loop too sometimes, so it'll be fun to throw them in there. All right, so we got games Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
So Gerber's our winner.
Yep, Gerber got the win.
Will is our winner.
Will Gerber, croquet champion.